Hi friends, very good morning to all of you. Good morning and welcome. So, hope everything is fine and you are doing well. We are discussing something about the soils of India. Is the voice is audible to all of you? I hope it is audible. It is audible to you all? Yes. So, thank you. Friends, we are here today to discuss about the soils. Again, we'll complete the soil types. Thank you very much. Ishita is asking here, so how alluvial soil, in spite of being poor in humus, nitrogen, phosphorus content, is still the most fertile one? Ishita, this alluvial soil, as I told you, has different type of other mineral. All other minerals are there, and only by application of urea you will get rest of the things fertilizer not needed. Urea only needed. So as compared to other type of soil, this is the most fertile one as comparatively. If you compare with other types, so Peterson productivity index is categorized at the most fertile one. Okay, let us start now. The mountain and forest soil. Okay, mountain and forest soil. Forest soil. Okay, one thing I would like to say here. Some of you have asked me questions. In fact, you WhatsApp me also. A lot of questions I got. I'll answer it by tonight. Based on your personally, I'll give you answers to all of your questions. Okay. जिन लोगों ने मेरे को पर्सनल SMS किया है और पूछा है उनको I'll give the answer. Extremely sorry because of paucity of time didn't able to interact with you. कल हम बता नहीं पाए थे. But good questions you people are asking. Thank you very much. Keep it up. आप लोगों का क्वेश्चन का लेवल I sometimes I feel like is good one, better one. Sometimes also I have to think about the options which you have given. So thank you very much. Keep it up. Do practice more and more questions and come with the doubts. Well, in the mountain and forest soil, पहले तो the forest soil. Forest soil क्या? Lot of humus will be there. Now, it depends on the location, tropical region or temperate region. Climate कैसा है? Mountain height is more, cool climate or cold condition, decomposition rate will be very less. If there is less decomposition rate, humic acid will form. If there is humic acid, acidity of the soil will be there. समझ में आया? अगर कहीं पे टेम्परेचर कम है, डिकम्पोजिशन रेट स्लो रहेगा. अगर कूल कंडीशन है तो वहां पे डिकम्पोजिशन ज्यादा नहीं होगा और वहां पे ह्यूमिक एसिड बन जाएंगे. अगर ह्यूमिक एसिड होता है तो इट इज एसिडिक सॉइल यू विल हैव. So it depends on the rate of decomposition of the soil here. Rate of the so soils are here. You can note down here that these soils are rich in different fossils, but they are undecomposed one mostly. Please note down. The forest soils are rich in fossils, but they are undecomposed. So humic acid will form and they are acidic in nature. Soil is rich in humus जनरली माउंटेन जो है ना कूल कंडीशन है. जनरली माउंटेन्स आर इन कूल कंडीशन, माउंटेनियस सॉइल. तो फॉरेस्ट सॉइल इन द माउंटेनियस रीजन, कूल माउंटेनिक रीजन, definitely will have a less decomposition. So you can say here undecomposed humus leads to increase in acidity, increase in the acidity of the soil. Increase in the acidity of the soil. Acidity of the soil increase. Soil acid is rich in humus and undecomposed humus leads to increase in the acidity of the soil. undecomposed one, that is the cause, acidity of soil. So, humic acid is formed and the soil became very, it became rich in humic acid and develops acidic soil, it will develop acidic soil, it develops acidic soil, acidic soil develop करता है. Okay, these soils are generally poor in potash, phosphorus and lime, poor in potash, phosphorus and lime. So, soil is poor in potash, phosphorus and lime, potash, phosphorus and lime, very poor in potash, phosphorus and lime. Okay, this type of soil. So, it is good for, more suitable for plantation, plantation soil, plantation crop के लिए important है. So, it is good for plantation. Acidic soil है ना, acidic soil. So, it is good for plantation crop, plantation crops like tea, spices, good for tea, good for spices. Plantation crop के लिए अच्छा है. Different fruits or horticulture, you have even coffee, all these things you can have this in these regions where rainfall is a bit more. Plantation crops, good for the plantation crop, मैंने कहा. This is good for the plantation crop. Okay. These soils are here. I hope you got it. Mountain soil, in different part of the world you have mountainous soils, you will find in different part of the world, mountain soil. Next one, arid and desert soil, I think I said. Next is sixth one. Sixth, है ना? Yes. Arid and desert soil. My friends, if somewhere there it is found in the regions of found or develops in the permanently moisture deficit regions of the permanently moisture deficit regions, you can see. So, what happened here? So, here because of high aridity and temperature in that region, what happened? In these regions, the soil became affected by, soil is more affected by the physical weathering. Because of physical weathering, you have crystalline texture, you will have sandy soil you will get. So, soil you can say sandy soil where iron and phosphates are enough. Here you have sandy soil develops with rich iron, phosphate, they have comparatively आयरन एंड यू कैन से फॉस्फेट एंड फॉस्फोरस करो, आयरन एंड फॉस्फोरस रहता है थोड़ा यहाँ पे इन दिस रेन, बट देयर विल बी नो ह्यूमस एंड नाइट्रोजन, पुअर इन ह्यूमस एंड नाइट्रोजन, ह्यूमस एंड नाइट्रोजन, पुअरली डेवलप्ड सॉइल है ये। यहाँ पे ह्यूमस नहीं होंगे क्योंकि वेजिटेशन नहीं है, नाइट्रोजन नहीं होगा क्योंकि ह्यूमस नहीं है, नाइट्रोजन विल नॉट बी देयर। So here we can have some coarse cereals. अच्छा, एक चीज हमने कहा नहीं है इस पे, जो आपको पहले जो बताया था ना फॉरेस्ट सॉइल में, डिड आई सेड अबाउट द लोकेशन? आई हैवंट सेड अबाउट द लोकेशन। लोकेशन इज वेस्टर्न घाट, ईस्टर्न घाट एंड पार्ट ऑफ एमपी, ठीक है। फॉरेस्ट सॉइल में आई हैवंट डन द लोकेशन। इन द फॉरेस्ट सॉइल टाइप, एक पॉइंट आप लिख लो, इन द फॉरेस्ट सॉइल लोकेशन आई हैवंट डन, और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कहाँ है? डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ फॉरेस्ट सॉइल, प्लीज ऐड दिस distribution of forest soil. This is what I missed out. One, in distribution of forest soil, first one is you have your western ghats, western ghats. Second one is the Himalayas. दोनों जगह में पूरा वेल डेवलप्ड है। तीसरा जो है we have part of west eastern घाट, part of eastern ghats and hills of central India, हिल्स ऑफ सेंट्रल इंडिया। सेंट्रल इंडिया का जो हिल्स है, स्पेशली मध्य प्रदेश में जो हिल्स है, उसी पे भी है कुछ रीजन्स पे, माउंटेन टाइप ऑफ सॉइल यू विल फाइंड आउट, हिल्स ऑफ Himalayas, Western Ghat, part of Eastern Ghat and hills of Central India, especially Madhya Pradesh. This is what in forest soil. Now coming to arid and desert soil, where you will find. If I will go for the distribution of this arid and desert soil, arid and desert soil की distribution देखते हैं. Where you will find out this arid and desert soil? You will find the arid and desert soil in western part of India, है ना? Western part of India. Distribution. Western Rajasthan, Western Punjab, Western Madhya Pradesh and Southwestern, and part of Gujarat, Western Gujarat, ये रीजन में आपको मिलेंगे। ये पहला एरिया ये है। सेकेंड वन इज रेन शेडो रीजन्स, rain shadow regions of कहाँ पे? रेन शेडो रीजन्स ऑफ वेस्टर्न घाट्स इन तमिलनाडु, तेलंगाना, तमिलनाडु and Karnataka. Mostly in Telangana and Karnataka you have large area. You have Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Karnataka. Rain shadow regions here. Rain shadow regions of Western Ghats in Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, you have this. I hope you got it. This desert and arid soil is known for what type of crop? क्रॉप क्या होगा यहां पे? बाजरा, ज्वार, coarse cereals. You have also, if irrigated, if it is irrigated, अगर ये irrigated होगा तो irrigated अगर है तो वहां पे root crops and even groundnut can be cultivated. Root crops and groundnut can be cultivated if it is properly irrigated. अगर ये irrigated है ना? So these are the things here. You can see these things in your atlas. You will find out, or you can see the arid and desert soil regions in your NCERT book. आप थोड़ा देखिए, you will find out arid and desert soil. Arid and desert soil. Okay. So अगर मैं मैप के अगर देखूं, एरिड एंड डेजर्ट सॉइल कहाँ होंगे? इफ आई दिस इज द रीजन, हियर यू हैव द एरिड एंड डेजर्ट सॉइल. ये एक पहला रीजन है. दिस रीजन इज द फर्स्ट. अनदर रीजन इज हियर इट इज. मोस्टली ये सबसे बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट एरिया है. ये एरिड सॉइल है, यहाँ एरिड एंड डेजर्ट सॉइल है. ठीक है, आपको मिल जाएंगे. नॉट गिवन प्रॉपरली इन योर बुक, so I just have done. Next one is, next soil type is saline and alkaline soil. Next one, saline and alkaline soil. Saline and remember, एरिड सॉइल रीजन ऑल्सो हैव हाई सैलिनिटी. वहाँ का जो सॉइल है उसमें भी सैलिनिटी ज़्यादा होता है. एरिड सॉइल ऑल्सो टू सम एक्सटेंड आर सलाइन इन नेचर, बट सैलिनिटी यहाँ पे ज़्यादा रहेगा. इस पे दे आर ऑल्सो लोकल डिफरेंट नेम. इट इज कॉल्ड लोकल कंडीशन आर रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द डेवलपमेंट. दिस सॉइल्स आर ऑफ टू मेजर टाइप्स. वन, आई विल गो फॉर द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फास्ट, एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन से हम पॉजिटिव फैक्टर को चलेंगे. पहला जो है, यू हैव कोस्टल मार्जिन्स ऑफ वेस्ट बंगाल, ओडिशा, तमिलनाडु, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala. We have mostly in Gujarat, Maharashtra. This region you have. Here you have saline alkaline soil, because of they developed due to the inundation of the coast by the submergence of the coast by the sea waves, due to maybe due to high tidal wave, tsunami, cyclone and strong sea wave. They got inundated the coast, coastal area को पानी में डुबा देता है. And these are mostly what? All these are mostly, मैंने कहा high tidal wave है, ये सुनामी है, साइक्लोन है, स्ट्रॉन्ग सी वेव्स आर देयर. So they are mostly submerged by the saline water. Because it is got submerged by the saline water, for that reason you have what is there? Because they are submerged by the saline water. So due to which, what will happen here? In this case, salinity increased also. Here also salinity increased. Because there is an increase in the salinity. Salinity थोड़ा increase होगा तो that's why we have problem here on this. Okay. Next one. Second, ये तो हो गया coastal margins का हो गया. Even second चलते हैं. Second area is, second important region is your Rann of Kutch. Rann of Kutch region and Chilika Lake region, Chilika Lake's margins, okay, and even in the Kutch is there, Gulf of Khambat region bhi hai. There is only, in this region we have salt flats. I mean, entire region say basin like formations, the Sussex basin with saline soil and salt only. Only white salt you will get there. Because of this, salt will get. In that region, we have only salt. And this is again, because it is highly saline one. Salt rich होगा वो material वहाँ पे. Highly saline, rich in different salt here. As I just mentioned, Rann of Kutch, Chilika Lake, margins and salt flats. We have all this. ठीक है. रन ऑफ कॉल्स में तो पूरा सॉल्ट फ्लैट रीजन है. तीसरा जो थर्ड एरियाज है, दिस इज इन द इंटीरियर पार्ट. एंड ये तो आपको पता है बिकॉज ऑफ द सम ऑफ द रीजन्स इवन इन द राजस्थान, साउथ वेस्टर्न रन ऑफ कच्छ चिल्का साउथ वेस्ट राजस्थान भी है, ये रीजन भी है. गुजरात के साथ जो बॉर्डरिंग एरिया है थोड़ा बहुत, that region also have this Luni River Valley and these regions we have Luni River Valley also. ये माना जाता है कि it was earlier submerged in the ocean, maybe because it got exposed, so you have like charged with maybe with the salt water. Salt water से है ये, ठीक है, charged with the salt water, that is the cause. Right. Third area is you have Western Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Punjab plain region. Punjab plain region. Punjab plain region. वेस्टर्न यूपी हरियाणा एंड पंजाब प्लेन रीजन. वेस्टर्न यूपी हरियाणा एंड द पंजाब प्लेन रीजन, ठीक है. यही रीजन्स में ज़्यादा है. मेन कॉज क्या है इसका देखते हैं. पंजाब प्लेन, वेस्टर्न यूपी, हरियाणा, दीज रीजन्स जो है. दिस इज प्राइमरली बिकॉज ऑफ फॉल्टी इरिगेशन. इट इज प्राइमरीली ड्यू टू faulty irrigation. Faulty irrigation and capillary action. Capillary action. Faulty irrigation and capillary action. और क्या होता है, in a particular region if it is water is more, water load condition अगर है तो वह क्ले होके रह गया. देन व्हेन एवर देयर इज एवापोरेशन, जब ये एवापोरेशन होगा तो लेयर ऑफ सॉल्ट वहां पे जमा होकर रह जाएंगे. इन द अपर पार्ट वी हैव ए लेयर ऑफ सॉल्ट. यू विल हैव Again I am saying, when it became waterlogged in a particular regions, water percolates inside, dissolve with the salt, and the salt they got gradually moved up because of the capillary action in the pore space. And when there is more evaporation in the upper layer, we have a development of a deposition of a salt. They are white in color. This type of activity, if it will continue for long time, saline soil will develop. This soil is known as ray, usar or kalar. These are known as ray or usar, ray or usar or kalar, ray or usar or kall layer, kalar, ray or usar or kalar. रे और उषार और कलर. They are called as ray or ushar or kala. Is it okay? These are the local name for this. Ray, ushar or color is the local name. Ray, ushar or color is the local name for this type of soil which is found in these regions. Okay. ये जो है रे और उषार और कलर बोलते हैं उसको. ठीक है. Now these soil are not at all, fertile. So what happened here? Because they developed because of, I said, dry condition because of the capillary action. I said that due to capillary action, dry condition in which they developed. This soil, salt of sodium and calcium, magnesium, all these are you will find out in these regions. These soils usually, are deficient in nitrogen and lime. These soils are deficient in nitrogen and lime. These soils, all these soils, saline soils are deficient in nitrogen and lime. If deficient in lime, so it is acidic in soil to some extent. Among the crop, यहाँ पे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. In the coastal range, in the coastal area, in the coastal region, coconut is the only plant which can resist this. Coconut generally have in slightly saline soil if they are coconut. Coastal plain coconut trees you will have in these regions. Coconut plantation और कुछ तो नहीं होगा यहाँ पे. In the northern and western part of Indian plain will never get this. हमें मिलेगा नहीं ये. क्या coconut नहीं होगा? Northern and western part of Indian plain is not suitable for coconut. Though people cultivate in that region, micro environmental condition you have to bring also for that. Okay, these are certain things here I just want to say. Right. और क्या रह गया? This is number 6 or 7th. Saline and alkaline. This is number 7th, I think. Okay, 7th soil. Then we go for the 8th number. Finally, which soil is there? peaty and marshy soil. These soils, peaty and marshy, these soils are generally found. ये जो peaty marshy soil कहाँ मिलेंगे? Peaty and marshy soil they generally found in the waterlogged conditions in the region where you have low lying plain area. Okay. Found in the lowland regions, where waterlogging conditions is common. So here huge amount of huge quantity of organic materials gets deposited here. Huge quantity gets deposited here. Because there is huge quantity of, I said, organic material get deposited in these regions. So इसलिए क्या होगा यहाँ पे, these soils are generally black in color. Okay, around 40 to 45% or organic materials of total 40 to 45% only organic material रहेगा. So they are black in color. They are black in color because of more organic materials. Marshy area में होगा dark color, heavy and too much acidic this soil are. These soils are very acidic in nature. Soils are very acidic in nature. Very acidic soil. Very acidic soil. These are. Sir, in which of Haryana and Punjab, how cultivate what are you saying, man? How cultivate wheat expect saline and alkaline soil? What does it mean, Vishwajit? It means, I think you are asking about how, because of saline soil, how they are cultivating. See, excessive irrigation leads to this. It is a recent phenomena. Salinization of the soil in these regions, in patches, you will find out. Recent phenomena hai ye. Anirban is saying Punjab plain has saline soil, then how Punjab is good in agriculture? These are the agricultural wasteland now developing. It is not a continuation. Punjab plain, I told you earlier, has alluvial soil. There are some patches where you have this type of soil is found, not continuously. What type of soil in India is rich in nitrogen and humus? See, among all these, we will have that nitrogen and humus rich soil. कौन सा है आप बताओ? Where you have stability is there. Humus is not there in most of the soil. जहाँ पे humus नहीं है, वहाँ nitrogen नहीं होगा. Any soil having humus and stability will have this nitrogen. आपको बताया था मैंने कि forest soil in the plain area will have nitrogen. Plain area में, and enough temperature is there. Tropical forest soil in the plain region can have nitrogen and humus both. So these are like a transitional zone where we have this type of soil. So red soil and yellow soil mein, if it is in the forested region nearby, there are nitrogen rich regions also. So it depends karta hai where it is. Lot of other factors also, but we have taken up the extreme case of this. Okay. So very acidic soil these are. These soils are very dark in color, too much of organic matter, that's why dark in color. They have a lot of humic acid, so it is acidic in nature. This soil found mainly in the backwater area, and you have जैसे कि आपका एग्जाम्पल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन अगर देखेंगे इसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में यू मस्ट हैव सीन इन सुंदरबन गया है आपने? सुंदरबन ऑफ वेस्ट बंगाल. Go and see the marshy area where you have the clay soil जो होता है ना सुंदरबन एरिया में, that is. Then you have भितरकनिका नेशनल पार्क है ना, कनिका of Odisha. Then you have Alipi regions. Alipi region, you know, Vembanad Lake, Kerala. Ashtamudi Kayal means backwater of Kerala. You'll find out in the backwater, in the swampy area, Tarai regions of UP, Bihar and West Bengal. Swampy area where you have this type of soil. थोड़ा स्वाम्पी रीजन्स है, इस टाइप का सॉइल मिलेंगे वहां पे. wherever there is. Here is a question, समझ आया सर? too much irrigation results of salinity. Yes, too much of irrigation leads to more water supply, leads to, मैंने कहा कि the salt get dissolved there in the lower strata and it come up because of the capillary action. When there is more evaporation, it dries out and form, as I said, it is subsequently forming a saline soil. LEP regions of Kerala में LEP regions पता है आपको? That region have this. So these are let us say I said about this type of soil type I just mentioned. So ये have soil. So what are the greatest problem associated with soils of India? These are the 8 type of soil I said. Problem and challenges for soils of India. What are the problem and challenges of soils of India? क्या प्रॉब्लम है, क्या चैलेंजेस है इंडियन सॉइल में? You tell me, give me some. The greatest problem is the first and most important problem. सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्या है? Soil salinization. That is the soil degradation because of soil salinization and subsequent increase in the salt content in the soil, which leads to again change in the cropping pattern and so many negative impact is there. Soil salinization due to the unscientific irrigation. Second is soil acidification as a result of soil acidification. क्यों किया जाता है soil acidification? Increasing the acidification कर रहे हैं क्यों? Acidification is there as a result of unscientific agriculture, है ना? Unscientific agricultural practices and Cropping techniques. Soil acidification as a result of unscientific agricultural practices and cropping pattern. Cropping pattern. What is that? Acidification. How it is? Do the wetlands like East Kolkata wetland contains peat and marshes? Yes, 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 Subhasri, definitely. Recently highlighted on newspaper. Do the wetland like? Yes, yes, it is there. The Western Ghat soil is laterite soil, according to NCERT. Yes, laterite also I have said earlier. Also I said not the entire Western Ghat. Western Ghat की जहाँ बारिश ज़्यादा है वो laterite है. Can we use the problem as a good purpose in India? Good purpose in India. See, अगर प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो पॉलिसी नहीं आएगा, है ना? इसीलिए बोल रहा है क्या? As P. Sainath says that everybody loves a good drought. No, 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 not in that way. Please take it in positive way. Okay. Okay. ये एग्जाम्पल देंगे सॉइल एसिडिफिकेशन एज ए रिजल्ट ऑफ अनसाइंटिफिक एग्रीकल्चरल प्रैक्टिसेस. अच्छा, डू यू नो एग्रो some regions with agricultural land were going for plantation crop and mostly agroforestry were going for this. Farm forestry you are doing nowadays. Eucalyptus trees you are planting. Eucalyptus, you know, सफेदा जो बोलते हैं. So it is taking away the soil, drowning the groundwater table also. And very interestingly, ये जो वहाँ का जो पानी है, पानी को जल्दी ये ड्रैग कर रहा है. उसके साथ साथ it is also responsible for increasing the soil acidification. Type of toss, this is very different here. Soil acidification as a result of unscientific agricultural practices and cropping pattern, I told you. This is very important for us. Okay, what else? और प्रॉब्लम में क्या आता है बताइए? Soil degradation. Soil degradation due to soil degradation due to why there is degradation? Soil degradation due to more application of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Or fertilizer and pesticides. Soil degradation due to more application of fertilizer and pesticides. Chemical fertilizer and pesticides are used more. Okay, example soil salinization is there. आपका ये पता है, we are using zinc sulfate for an example. While you are using the zinc sulfate, जब हम zinc sulfate यूज करते हैं क्या है, soil became subsequently gradually it became hard. The porosity between the soil particles gradually decrease. पहले तो increase होगा, then it decreases, and the pH value of the soil also changes. The capacity of the soil to absorb moisture will change. Okay, I hope it is clear. Soil degradation due to more application of chemical fertilizer and pesticides. अच्छा, और क्या है बताओ सॉइल में डिग्रेडेशन से रिलेटेड? फोर्थ वन, चेंजिंग लैंड यूज पैटर्न. New crop on these regions, new crops which you are cultivating. नया क्रॉप चाहिए हमें, डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ क्रॉप्स वी नीड. In fact, based on the market demand and all these, you are doing different things based on the market demand, right? So, changing the new crop, for an example, which is not agroclimatic or agroecological or agroclimatically fit, we are going based on the demand. एक एग्जाम्पल है हम लोगों का, कुछ रीजन्स में जो है it is not suitable for cultivation of different type of oil seeds, but we are cultivating the oil seeds. Urban waste land, okay, you have just lot of things you have given. Thank you very much for participating. Soil erosion, soil degradation पहले देखते हैं. Simplification of the ecosystem से soil erosion, soil degradation, landfill techniques, urban waste, yes. Changing land use pattern. New crops are cultivated. New crops are cultivated on what basis? Without ecological or environmental adaptability. New crops are cultivated without ecological and environmental adaptability. Very, very important here it is. Changing land use pattern, new crops are cultivated without ecological and environmental adaptability. This is very, very important. ये जो है ना, not adhering to the agroecological, not following the agroecological or agroclimatic cropping pattern. Not adhering to the agroecological and agroclimatic cropping pattern. ठीक है, this is very important here. So, ecological not sustainable, unsustainable agricultural practices you have. Next point you have, fifth point is about soil erosion. Soil erosion, especially while you are talking about, in case of soil erosion, you have example. I will give you certain example on this. Soil erosion का major cause क्या है? Soil erosion, what it bringing? As I told you earlier, splash erosion leads to subsequently ravine formation. I told you earlier, if you remember, क्या था? Splash erosion, then first is splash erosion. Splash erosion lead to sheet erosion. After this, real erosion, then you have the gully erosion. गली इरोजन के बाद क्या आता है? ravines, है ना? Ravines will be there. Ravines are very highly, these regions are ravines. While you are talking about ravines, mean this zone is completely a desert like, ravines you will have. Highly irregular surface you will have here. Because of this, you have highly irregular surface, ravines. So, some of you have already we have done this. Soil erosion leads to degradation and degradation. You have soil erosion is a major problem today, especially in the mountainous regions. You have leaching is a major factor also. Construction of building or deforestation. Deforestation is the major cause of soil erosion, no doubt. So, in the area of Punjab, Haryana, farmers are advised to gypsum to solve the, yes, it is for the salinity, yes, exactly. Sir, are genetically modified crops harmful or for our soil? See that we have seen like genetically modified crops, they requires more water. Most of them require more water intensive, and this leads to gradually soil salinization. Yes, it is harmful in long run. Construction of buildings by deforestation and the result of changing of soil profile. Yes, all these are there, related factors are there. Soil erosion, you have, of course, mining, deforestation, mining and changing land use pattern. Like if you have earlier forested land is transforming into agricultural land into the habitat zones. So it is there. There is a problem on this, definitely. It has a problem on this. You got it now? Deforestation. So these are some of the causes, as I said, about soil degradation. In our KSG booklet, I request you all to see the KSG booklet. We have given soil degradation and conservation related things. Please do study from that one. हमारा जो बुकलेट है उस पर पूरी तरह से इसके ऊपर दिया गया है. We can see that. Spend some time on this. I hope all of you have that materials. So another one, I'll move on to what are the steps taken to control soil erosion and degradation. Steps taken to control soil erosion and degradation. What are the steps taken स्टेप्स टेकन टू कंट्रोल सॉइल इरोजन एंड डिग्रेडेशन, क्या क्या स्टेप है इसे? फर्स्ट इज एफॉरेस्टेशन, एफॉरेस्टेशन, सेकेंड इज रिफॉरेस्टेशन, एफॉरेस्टेशन एंड रिफॉरेस्टेशन करो. एफॉरेस्टेशन इज you are planting tree anywhere, if there is no tree you are planting it. It can, reforestation is a type of afforestation also. Reforestation में क्या है? We are planting the trees in the region where earlier forest was existing, and now sample or the sapling which you are plant, the tree which species which will plant there will be of same type which we have caught it earlier. So reforestation is better definitely, and because you are species specific, this is very important. I hope clear to you. What else? Another one is contour plowing and you have contour plowing, strip farming or contour farming, is not it? Contour plowing. Do you have this? Like you can have plowing should be like this. Plowing always should be in the upland region. It should be like this instead of going for up and down. Contour plowing कहते हैं इसको. This will always, if you have contour plowing, it will help a lot. Definitely, it will help us on soil conservation as well as soil erosion. So which is called as the contour plowing. and terrace farming बोलते हैं ना, terrace farming है ना, and terrace farming कहेंगे. Thank you. Terrace farming. Contour plowing and terrace farming, we have this. This is a very important point, terrace farming. Third one, crop rotation. Crop rotation. We have to go for, to increase the fertility of the soil, we have to rotate the crop. Instead of same crop repeatedly doing, rotate the crop, it will reach the soil fertility. Crop rotation. और क्या है? After crop rotation, we have like organic farming, use of organic fertilizer, organic fertilizers and pesticide. ऑर्गेनिक फर्टिलाइजर एंड पेस्टिसाइड का यूज करना है. यूज ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक फर्टिलाइजर एंड पेस्टिसाइड्स. व्हाट एल्स? क्रॉप रोटेशन, ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग, इंटीग्रेटेड न्यूट्रिएंट एंड सॉयल मॉइस्चर management. Integrated nutrient and soil moisture management. What is that? Based on different, we can say integrated, I said integrated nutrient and soil moisture management. This is more important for us to look at what is that integrated soil न्यूट्रिएंट एंड सॉइल मॉइस्चर मैनेजमेंट. आपको सॉइल टेस्ट करना है. आफ्टर द सॉइल टेस्ट, व्हाट एवर मिनरल्स इन विच डेफिशिएंट, we have to plan accordingly application of that particular mineral. If moisture is deficient, how will irrigate? We have to go for the very scientific way of farming. We need to adopt. You need to adopt. Okay. Scientific farming you need to adopt. So mixed farming, organic fertilizer use, yes. Can we rotate crop randomly? Is there any scientific basis? See, the based on different crop rotation in any way is helpful, but it should the crop should be suitable to that particular season. Can afforestation really be a substitute for the destruction of the nature patches of the forest being diverted for purpose of industrial or mining activities? I used to, as it is a matter of concern in fact today, but theoretically we are saying that it is possible, practically, but the survival rate of the tree is not there. There is not a proper will in many cases. Achievement is not it is only, I can say, in the field. If you look at the achievement, it is very less as compared to the expected, nor we are not doing. आप देखो एक जगह फॉरेस्ट क्लियर करते हो एंड यू आर सेइंग दैट ओके यू हैव टू go for a particular project, environmental clearance you are getting. You caught the sal tree or teak tree and you are planting their eucalyptus tree. Is it justifiable? Is it ecologically sustainable? ट्री तो लगा दिया, ठीक है, यू गॉट द बिल इवन आफ्टर दिस वन, एवरीथिंग आपको मिल गया, बट इज इट इकोलॉजिकली एक्सेप्टेबल? तो आपको स्पीसीज सिलेक्शन वेयर यू आर कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग इन मेनी केसेस, इट इज क्रिएटिंग प्रॉब्लम. सो एक सबसे बड़ा चीज है स्पीसीज सिलेक्शन का, जैसे कहा हमें. अनदर थिंग्स वी हैव हियर species selection is the greatest problem, and second one, even after this, maintenance of the forest is very, very important. You see, the ecological benefit of a particular forest type or vegetation type is, in most of the cases, is undermined. Okay, that is also a cause. Or else it is possible, if we'll implement it properly, it is possible. Development of green belt in urban areas is a very good, urban green corridor which you are doing, that is more important definitely. So fifth one, in afforestation it will come social forestry, farm forestry, agroforestry, all these are there. Social forestry, farm forestry, I have already given this. Afforestation, I think we have discussed earlier. एफोरेस्टेशन, एफोरेस्टेशन में यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे क्या क्या है, सोशल फॉरेस्ट्री, सोशल फॉरेस्ट्री, फार्म फॉरेस्ट्री, फार्म फॉरेस्ट्री, अर्बन फॉरेस्ट्री, अर्बन फॉरेस्ट्री. Okay, then you have agroforestry, agroforestry, community forestry. You have community forestry, community forestry, all these are part of social forestry. Social forestry का हिस्सा है ये सब, where we are making aware these people that okay, importance of the forest for the ecosystem for us. Farm forestry and commercial purpose we are doing. Agroforestry with agricultural wasteland where we are using this. Urban forestry in urban wasteland we are doing. Community forestry, a group of people they will do, community they will do. Okay. What is meant by integrated nutrient? Shubhasri is asking this. So see, integrated nutrient management जो होता है ना, it is a part of our policy of Government of India on attaining the what you call sustainable agricultural practices, based on which what is there, we need to see the NPK value ratio 4:2:1, as you know, or that you need to maintain based on this need of the soil, that region, whether it is rich or poor in a particular mineral, what type of crop we are cultivating. Based on the requirement of the crop, we have to go for this in an integrated way, so that while we will go for the crop selection should be such that it will enrich the fertility of the soil. That is what. Integrated nutrients, I hope you got it. Application of organic fertilizer as per the soil moisturing capacity. Yes, that is also there. Organic fertilizer. In that, mostly in case of integrated nutrient management, because self-sustainability you are talking about, organic material we usually use. If you totally depend on organic farming, can we tackle the problem of global hunger? No, not at all. See the case of Sri Lanka, what happened? Because of the organic farming. So you need to look at, you have to control both, you have to balance out this, and gradually we can shift. If we use pesticide to prevent soil degradation, excess pesticides make soil poisonous and it leads to higher biomagnification. See that if you use pesticides to prevent the soil degradation, yes, excessive pesticides may use soil poison. It is there. Very important, I can say one thing, biomagnifications. In our food chain already it is entered, pesticides and all these things, and simplification of the ecosystem and reduction in biodiversity. You see in West Bengal for an example, वेस्ट बंगाल में पहले जो पेडी फील्ड है ना, वहाँ पे फिश एक्वाकल्चर एक सिस्टम था, आज है क्या? मेजॉरिटी एरिया नाउ यू गो देयर बिकॉज वी आर यूजिंग व्हाट? We are using these pesticides, herbicides, etc. and chemical fertilizer. You will not get fish in the agricultural land. In Assam it is there now also, where their organic farming is there. Gradually this is also dying. The species जो पहले fish का जो different aquatic fishes का जो भी species आते थे, आज diversity is very less. Only catfish you will get to some extent. And it is also almost, no, you will not get it in some part of even India. You can look at any of the aquatic animal. मैंने फिश का बात इसलिए क्या, एक्वाकल्चर का जो जहाँ भी है ना, पहले पॉन्ड में, अभी तो पॉन्ड में कर रहे हैं एक्वाकल्चर वी आर डूइंग. अर्लियर we used to get the fish naturally from the cropping field itself. Today are you getting that? This is the best example. And even fish का देखा गया mercury in their body is increasing. Fish may be very difficult now even to eat. Like in some particular regions you have arsenic poisoning is there, some region you have lead poisoning is there, somewhere mercury you have more. So this leads to this type of biomagnification is going on. In the environment class we will have a detailed discussion about this. My friend, these are the steps which you have taken. Integrated soil health management and all it is there. We need to see. Please refer our material which is there. Material में हमारा है ये canal aquaculture development हो रहा है, that is there. So we'll see in agriculture later on. हम देखेंगे आगे एग्रीकल्चर में, आगे देखेंगे सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर. एट दैट टाइम आई विल डिस्कस लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स ऑन दिस. We'll relate with this one. So my request to all of you to have a glance over this. So please note down a question here. Major soil types of India has a reflection of topography, relief and climate and geophysical attributes. Major soil types of India has a reflection of topography, relief, climate and geophysical attributes. Discuss. Have you got the question? Matlab, I am talking about the genesis of the soil is merely influenced by topography, mountain soil, topography, alluvial soil. Topography plays a very important role. Relief and topography, climate, laterite soil, relief type वगैरह geophysical attributes, geological and physical attributes. You can say like a black soil because geological factor, red soil because of climatic and geological factor, है ना? And only climatic and relief factor is your peaty and marshy soil. So likewise you have to give arid soil. तो जितना जो 8 type of soil है उसका evolution distribution or why it is in that region, that we need to focus here. Question number 2. Second question है give a detailed account on the distribution of major soil types in India, and discuss various challenges and problems associated with give a detailed account on the distribution of major soil types of India and discuss various challenges and problems associated with it. Various challenges and problems associated with. Okay. This is the second question. Third question I will give you. Critically examine various problems associated with critically examine the extent of soil erosion and degradation. Examine the extent of soil erosion and degradation. Soil erosion and degradation in India. Critically examine the extent of soil erosion and degradation in India and discuss suitable action for conservation of soil and improving the soil health of India. आपका ये जो क्वेश्चन है, लास्ट क्वेश्चन, क्रिटिकली एग्जामिन द एक्सटेंट ऑफ सॉइल इरोजन एंड डिग्रेडेशन इन इंडिया. ओके, इसको फुल स्टॉप दे दो. देन हियर यू कैन से discuss suitable action for conservation of soil and improving the soil health of India. ये जो second point है, this is like your own opinion. With the government policies, there are no doubt, but in your opinion also you have to give. This is opinion based one. So be careful while writing this. All these are of 15 marks. सभी 15 मार्क का है, 15 marks and 250 words. 15 marks, 250 words. All the three are of 15 marks and 250 words. 15 marks, 250 words. Okay, try doing these three questions which I have given. Prepare a separate question answer booklet. I told you, do this, upload it for evaluation. You are requested to read or study this. Sir, then why we should use pesticide to prevent soil degradation? Pesticides are also made of 100 minerals, so what can lead to soil salinity? Yes, that's why you'll go for, based on the carrying capacity, replenishing capacity of the soil, you need to go for what type of crop we will see and how much soil, how much different type of minerals you are going to or fertilizer you are going to use. उसके ऊपर रहेगा ये, ठीक है. Hope you got it now. Question is there, I hope. Let me now move on to the next topic. But question number 3, before attending this, please read or study our material which we have given about government policy and program associated with it. Okay. Next one, natural vegetation. Next topic is natural vegetation. What is by natural vegetation? Naturally developed vegetation while adapting with the soil, climate, relief types and topography of a regions, right? So I said naturally developed vegetation, naturally developed vegetation while adapting with climate, soil, topography and geo-ecological condition of a geographical space. So in any particular region, if I'll say natural vegetation, so natural vegetation is a function of what? It is a function of, I said, climate, it is a function of soil, it is a function of topography and relief, and it is a, see that, and it is of course another one is natural vegetation, climate, soil, topography, relief with respect to time. With respect to time they develop, isn't it? Climate, soil, topography and relief. Very important is this one. Naturally developed vegetation. So based on climate we can say there are different vegetation, we can say that. Here is one request I got. It will be very helpful if sir write an full length answer in the class itself. मुझे एक question दे दो. So we can get an overview how to approach every point key element. But the thing it is you need to first study and write the things. पहले आप लिखो. We will see that where is the mistakes and all. And if you need At the end of this session, complete जब हो जाएगा पूरे geography, value, global, we'll have question answer sessions. So I'll give you at that time कैसे how you'll go for right and all the answer. First you please write it. The more you will write, more you will get it. एक काम करो, just मैं vegetation के it will be है ना interruptions होगा यहाँ पे, but your answer now just these things came just now. First about take any question while you are writing, you use all these points, gather all these points first, gather the points. एक बार एक नोट डाउन कर लो, without word limit first you write, read the answer, you will get certain things, then you write it, rewrite it with word limit, then you evaluate yourself, you will get to know how you will have to do these things. मैं आपको बता दूं, this is like it has helped me a lot while I was preparing for this in my answer writing. During my preparation even, I use the same techniques. Nobody will help you, किससे कॉपी करना नहीं है, कोई तुम्हें बताएगा नहीं. Only thing is by writing and writing, practice only will able to do the things. आपका एक क्वेश्चन हमने दिया अभी, मैं एक just can you just give a pause here for this and I will start this. देखो आप यहाँ पे देखो, as you have said this, let us talk about ये वाला, ये ओपिनियन बेस्ड है. क्रिटिकली एग्जामाइन, व्हाट इन बाय एग्जामाइन? द डॉक्टर एग्जामाइन द पेशेंट. क्या करता है? सिम्टम को लेके, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को लेके बताता है कि क्या कमियां है. सिम्टम को स्टडी करके बताता है ये मलेरिया है या टाइफॉइड है. आई एम सेइंग क्रिटिकली एग्जामाइन, लुक एट दिस केयरफुली. Characteristics of the extent of soil erosion, मतलब कहां कहां पे soil erosion हुआ, अगर हुआ है तो क्यों हुआ है, ये why it is. The extent of soil erosion, we haven't done the soil erosion extent, कहां पे ज्यादा है क्या है, मैंने बोला पढ़ने के लिए. The thing is here 5 regions where you have more soil erosion. 1 Himalayan region. Himalayan region because of slope. Because of slope, very heavy rainfall, steep slopey profile, the river which are flowing with strong currents, landslide is there. So these are the factors here. Landslide, mass movement is a major factor there with this soil erosion. Second one, western part of India. Western part of India, Rajasthan desert, western Punjab, part of your Gujarat, this region will have what? This region has wind as the major factor. Wind as the major factor. Second. Third region in central India, from Chotanagpur plateau, from the Malwa plateau to entire Chotanagpur plateau, and you have your what you call Deccan Plateau regions. What is there? In the central and peninsular India part, mining is a major factor with deforestation and the soil erosion. Mining is the major factors here. One of the major factors is mining, deforestation and mining. Extent of soil erosion क्या है? आपको ये तो innovative बनाना है. You will not get this answer directly from any of your source which is available to you. You have to do this, work it. अच्छा, fourth region is the agricultural land where you have. So पहला बोला मैं in the regions of Himalaya. Second I said, I told you about the Rajasthan desert and western part. Third I said the central India and peninsular India. Right? Fourth I am saying that it is in the northern plains. Type of erosion is different. Fifth one is the western Ghat. Sixth one is the coast. आप देखो सभी जगह पर अलग अलग है. We need to see extent of soil erosion क्या है, degradation क्या है. इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर दिस, आपको एक मैप ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा. सी हियर व्हाट यू हैव टू डू. इन ए मैप मैंने कहा दिस रीजन इज नोन फॉर व्हाट. दिस इज जोन 1. दिस जोन I said this is zone 2. I said about this region as zone 3. Zone 3. This region I said at zone 4. This is at the, here I have said this particular area, this particular region here I can say as zone 5, and only coastal region I am talking about, only coastal area. This is this coast and this coastal plain at zone 6. Zone 6. You got it what I am saying? शायद आपको समझ में आ गया होगा. 6 जोन मैंने कहा, इरोजन को एक्सटेंट ऑफ इरोजन एट 6 जोन्स यू हैव, एंड 6 जोन्स पे अगेन यू सी हियर 6 जोन. 7th एक कर लीजिए आपको. 7th जोन इज दिस वन हियर. 7th जोन ऑल्सो हियर यू हैव ए जोन नोन एज, दिस इज द 7th जोन. दिस इज 7th जोन. क्यों मैं 7 जोन क्या बताया? First zone, you can note it down if you want, you can note it down. See, so creatively we can able to do this. First one I said second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and the 7th. First I said Himalaya. Sorry. Okay, first was Himalaya. Again I am drawing this. Okay, कुछ लोग नहीं किया होगा. First is this, second is this, third is this, fourth, this one is fifth, this is 7th, this is here as 6th, 6th, 6th. 6th. First is Himalaya. Second zone I said, second zone is Rajasthan desert. Arid and desert region of western India, including Rajasthan. Third one is, we have your central India and Indian Peninsula. Fourth zone is the northern plain. Fifth zone is coastal zone. Fifth zone is Western Ghat. Fifth zone is Western Ghats. Sixth zone we have coastal zone. Seventh one Chambal Valley. Seventh one is Chambal Valley. You got it? Every region has different type of, problem and different type of things here. ये सब का. Right. First, each region has different thing, and now we have to gather some data also. इनमें आपको देखना है एक्सटेंड ऑफ रीजन कहाँ है, कैसा है. चंबल वैली का रावाइंस हो गया है. दिस इज दैट्स व्हाट टेकन वन. चंबल वैली हैज रावाइंस, बट दिस रीजन डजंट हैव रावाइंस हियर. ये रावाइंस है चंबल वैली में. दिस इज विंड रिलेटेड. दिस इज फ्लूवियल एक्शन, रावाइंस हो गया. दिस रीजन इज लैंडस्लाइड एंड ऑल दीज आर देयर, and here also landslide and the avalanches. We have difference in the these two parts. Coastal erosion because of marine action of the your sea wave. So आपको ऐसे करके extent up दे देंगे. ये थोड़ा सा it will be innovative one first. The answer should flow from the question instead of giving anything. Always try to give the question. Question का जो है ना answer जो है ना question से flow करना चाहिए. Always in this regard. Okay. आपको एक है during answer writing we have to write the answer separately for two questions. 2 paragraph कर देना उस पे based on the demand. Could you please explain the soil formed as a result of geophysical action? Yes. Critically examine. ये वाला जो है ना, इस पे हमने, ये बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. Sir, while answering a question which is divided into two or more parts, 2 questions, then how to approach the second answer? After completing the first one, should we give a heading for the second part also? See, always 2 चीज याद रखें. पहला तो है you must divide the answer into various segment. मतलब point बहुत अच्छा रहता है. Point wise form is the best one. Point you must give. Point को underline कर सकते हो. Don't use multiple color on this. Underline किया जा सकता है. Okay. So हम लोग एक आंसर को देखेंगे. I have taken some of your answer also. I'll see. I'll give you an but I'll discuss with you one. Okay. I'll discuss definitely. First you approach करो. ये देखो ये क्वेश्चन में क्या. I hope you have written this. लिख लिया क्या? Completed. Now based on this what you will do? अभी ये तो हो गया. Somebody has given sent one map here in our group also. ये जो मैप जो ग्रुप में जो किया इसके हिसाब से भी कर सकते हो. Yes, why not? Indian desert, Northern plain, Himalayan range, Eastern Ghat, Western Ghat we have taken up, and the Deccan Plateau and the regions here. So आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हो. As per the availability of your आपका अपना एक ट्रिक होना चाहिए सब में. You need to do this. Nowhere you will get it. So be open up the things, and general study चाहिए. It is not special. You remember, it is an integrated one. You need to look at government policy क्या क्या है, कहाँ पे क्या है, कौन implement किया है, any state government has done anything new. For an example, ये इस पे दिया है ना. Let me come to the question पे आता हूँ फिर एक बार और. See here. If I will come to the question, critically examine the extent of soil erosion and degradation in this. आप यहाँ पे कहाँ तक हुआ है? To what extent the soil erosion is there and why? To what extent and why? ये पहला हो गया. Critical India. And why and to what extent? Agent of erosion क्या है? क्यों होते हैं? Then discuss suitable action for conservation of soil, improving the soil health of India. So soil health of India mean again 2 things. Soil erosion को भी stop करना है, degradation को भी stop करना है. So we'll have to go for different program and policies, starting from afforestation, social forestry to integrated soil health management. सभी में आएगा ये. So we need to see that in that aspect and discuss suitable action for conservation. आप यहाँ पे if state government has taken up, for example, to reduce the soil erosion in the coastal area, the government of West Bengal has plan also. Government of West Bengal, coastal state, all those. There are central government plan as well as state government plan for soil conservation in different region. Mangrove protection mangrove protection. Mangroves are very important for us because it acts as a barrier to the strong sea waves. They are the wind breaker or the strong wave breaker, and they protect the coast from soil erosion. So protection of this is very important. This is one step we can write here. Mangrove vegetations, protection of mangrove, plantation of mangroves. Okay, coastal area should have proper vegetation. तो wind breaker होगा कहाँ पे? In the desert area you have to go for grass cultivation or new afforestation program in these regions. Mulching, in the very dry area you have mulching, you are going for mulching even. Different techniques you are having. Forested region, slopey regions, terrace farming as you have said. So these are the techniques which you need to see and adopt. Try to write this, and all of you are requested, please. आप सभी लिखो ना यार, लिखो जो आता है लिखो. We will give you feedback and based on that we will see. ये क्वेश्चन जरूर लिखो. This question is innovative one. मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा ये क्वेश्चन को सभी लोग लिखें. This question you must write. All of you are requested to write. और भेजो सब. We'll see. This question you try. ये वाला. All of you. Let us see how you are writing. Be creative while you are doing the things. Don't be fearful. Don't think that you don't know. Believe me, you have a lot of information with you. आप थोड़ा सा खुल जाओ. First what you will do, first read the question twice or thrice. 2-3 बार क्वेश्चन को पढ़ो. Twice or thrice read the question. Then whatever comes in your mind, write down. Jot down the point 1. ये लिख लो. क्या कैसे, how will write? For example, something comes out. Okay, soil erosion आपका आ गया. Okay, you talked about the gravity as a cause of this. अगर strong slope or steep slope, strong or steep slope we have as a factor. We got the Brahmaputra river, or large catchment area of Brahmaputra river or Himalayan river. Strong wind in the Rajasthan. ऐसे करके आप जट डाउन करो पहले पॉइंट को. बाद में फिर you read the question. Again you read the question and see these points. अरे you will get lot of things. Weaving all these. पहला मैं बोलूंगा, इसको बोलता हूं क्या मैं? Mental mapping. First you do the mental mapping. Mental mapping through what is that? Gathered all the jot down, write all points, all related points, I can say, all related points, which comes in my mental flux में immediately question पढ़ते ही आता है ना कुछ mind में, वो सबको करो. Then you write an answer without word limit. Word limit नहीं चाहिए, ऐसे ही लिखो. Write an answer without. Then again read, evaluate yourself, self evaluation, and after that rewrite the answer. Rewrite within word limit. Word limit में लिखो. Okay, पहला step 1 है ये. This is the step 1. Step 1 mental. Step 1 is mental mapping. Step 2 is writing the answer without joining these points. Writing without word limit. Step 3 क्या है? With word limit. You are writing it evaluation within the word limit. Step 4 में आपको क्या करेंगे? Same answer को 4 बार लिखोगे. 4th time while do complete answer. Complete answer which is flow from. The answer should flow from the question. ऐसे होना चाहिए. Question से answer flow होना चाहिए. Step 4th while you will go for this. The answer I said should flow from the question I told you. This is the very important thing. Complete answer will get. Then you evaluate or give it to your friend. जो तुम्हारा बड़ा क्रिटिक है ना, जो दोस्त है तुम्हारा, उसको दे दो. Or give it to us. Upload it in our portal. Believe me, you will able to do. Don't use color pencil. Word limit. आपको स्पेस होता है ना, क्या वर्ड लिमिट कहाँ लिखोगे? यू हैव ए स्पेस, लिमिटेड स्पेस. सो यू विल जनरली यू विल नॉट एबल टू एक्सीड द वर्ड लिमिट बिकॉज वी हैव 1.5 पेज और 2 पेज जो भी होगा. व्हाट इज देयर मैक्सिमम तो ये देगा ना, पेजेस है, कन्फाइंड है. ओके, सो इट डजंट मैटर 15-20-30 वर्ड ज़्यादा जाता है, कम जाता है, इट डजंट मैटर. बट यू हैव टू राइट दिस इन द विद इन द स्पेसिफाइड स्पेस विच इज गिवन. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आप ये कंप्लीट ऐसे बनाओ ना, इट विल टेक टाइम. फर्स्ट 3-4 आंसर विल टेक टाइम, देन ग्रेजुअली विल एबल टू राइट. आप ट्राई करो तो, एंड बिलीव मी, दिस इज द सीक्रेट आई थिंक फॉर मी दैट आई गॉट गुड स्कोर इवन इन दिस. ये आपको बता दूं, बहुत ज़्यादा यू विल फील कॉन्फिडेंट ऑल्सो, यू नो, यू विल फील कॉन्फिडेंट. और गिव इट फॉर इवैल्यूएशन सो दैट विल से ओ यू आर रॉन्ग इन दिस फ्रंट. ये प्रॉब्लम है, जो भी प्रॉब्लम है बताएंगे कि ये इसलिए यू गॉट, you say that no I will get X mark, we'll say no it is Y. Why not X? Because you have these problems. Or you will get Y because you have done very well here. अच्छा क्या है, जो आप मार्क एक्सपेक्ट करो उससे ज़्यादा है, हो सकता है. Try writing and believe me, you have that potential. Everybody has that potential provided if you will work for that. हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, डर जाते हैं. We people are fearful. We people are generally fearful on this. लिखता नहीं है, इसीलिए डरो मत, स्टार्ट करो, स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग राइटिंग आंसर. ओके, आप करिए, कभी होता है हम शेयर करेंगे अच्छा आंसर जो रहेगा. विल सी दैट एंड विल लुक एट. चलिए नेचुरल वेजिटेशन पे चलते हैं फिर. अगेन let me move on to that topic. We are talking about natural vegetation. So natural vegetation, as I said, naturally developed vegetation while adapting with the climate. अरे भाई क्लाइमेट को लेके तो है, ट्रॉपिकल वेजिटेशन, टेम्परेट वेजिटेशन, इक्वेटोरियल वेजिटेशन, और यू कैन से दैट एवरग्रीन वेजिटेशन एट द इक्वेटोरियल रीजन, ट्रॉपिकल मॉइस्ट deciduous, ट्रॉपिकल ड्राई deciduous, based on what? Rainfall. If rainfall is more, moist deciduous, rainfall is less, dry deciduous. Arid vegetation or desert vegetation, rainfall is less. So you have, like, you know, adapting to the climate. Based on soil, I told you, so all soil are not suitable for all crops. So you have, like, you know, as you have mentioned about this, cashew nut will be better where? In the laterite soil, red soil, forested soil or plantation crop. Likewise, you know, different type of vegetation you will get in different regions. Soil as a controlling factor here. Topography, hilly area, immature soil you will have, like, you know, not properly developed soil, and all these, you know. So all these geoecological conditions of a region, they conditions, somewhere you have high you know, velocity wind, somewhere low velocity wind. I told you earlier, if we will go to Kerala, I have already said these things. The branches of the tree, if this is a tree here, branches like this, ऐसे होता है ना, if less than 90 degree ऐसे होते हैं. The same tree if will go now towards आंध्र प्रदेश आ गया, महाराष्ट्र आ गया, बड़े हो जाएंगे. यूपी में आते आते ऐसे हो जाते हैं. You must have seen चीकू ट्री देखा है, चीकू की, and you have like ऐसे हुआ. Then you will have like this. फिर ऐसे है. Why like this? Pine, fir, larch, cedar, birch, deodar in Himalayan region, you see the conical shape. See the change in the shape of the branches of this tree itself. Vegetation adjust कर रहा है ना with climate, with geoecological condition. Vegetation is changing itself with respect to availability of temperature of the region, of the climate of the region, moisture of that regions. In desert area, if you will go, you are getting only thorny vegetation. Okay, I said in the desert region mostly you will get the thorny vegetation. There is a clear-cut adaptation of the vegetation with the climate. That's the cause, you know, the leaves and all these things, they got transformed into different type of thorn. So that's a very important thing. Change in the behavior, change in the plant itself. I said this change in the structure, if you look at the leaf density, even it will change. Changing pattern of this vegetation is a clear cut, I can say, adaptation of what? Climate, and even relief features, topography, etc. Why cactus is there only in the desert regions? Why cactus you will not find in the plain area or heavy rainfall regions? Why thorny vegetations only you will get in the moisture deficit zones? Their adaptability is there. Why Devdar is found only in the Himalayan upper part? Why not in the lower part? आप बोलेंगे सर हमारा कॉलेज में तो लगाया है, अरे ये प्लांट किया गया है. Naturally developed vegetation I am talking about. Naturally developed vegetation is combined with this particular part, as I said. So please note down here, in India being a tropical climate, we have a host of different type of vegetation. So let us see what are those vegetation type in India. India with diverse relief features, soil type, and rainfall pattern. It has a variety of natural vegetation. It has a variety of natural vegetation. India has a variety of natural vegetation. A big, आपका the most common being I said India with diverse relief features, soil types and rainfall pattern. It has a variety of natural vegetation. Tropical location of India with heavy rainfall leads to tropical moist vegetations. These tropical vegetation are of different types again based on the rainfall pattern. देखते हैं कितना है इंडिया में, क्या क्या वेजिटेशन है. देखो, पहला है ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन vegetation. Then you have second one is tropical semi-evergreen vegetation. Tropical semi-evergreen vegetation. Then tropical moist deciduous vegetation. Then tropical dry deciduous vegetation. Then the fifth one is we have montane, no, you will go for arid or desert vegetation. Sixth one is montane or mountain vegetation. And the seventh one is mangrove. or tidal vegetation. These are the vegetation type I said. Tropical evergreen, tropical semi-evergreen, tropical moist deciduous, tropical dry deciduous, desert and semi-arid vegetation, desert and arid or semi-arid vegetation, mangrove vegetation, moist subtropical mountain vegetation, or mountain vegetation. I hope it is clear to all of you. सभी समझ में आया? These are the most important vegetation type. Done. I will discuss about each of them in detail. We'll have a detailed discussion about all these crop type: tropical evergreen, tropical semi-evergreen, tropical moist deciduous, dry deciduous. कहाँ पे है, क्यों है, what is that characteristics of all these also we'll see. क्या characteristics है, each of them has what type of characteristics they are having. सभी climate का क्या characteristics है, we'll see that. Hope you got it. इसको after the break I'll start, because अभी आधे से start करना ठीक नहीं. We will have this discussion, then challenges and problems in different region, and believe me आप सब याद करेंगे आज. ये vegetation जो है ना बढ़िया रहेगा. Don't worry, you must study, try studying, try writing answer and you will do well. हमें इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है, आप बहुत अच्छा करेंगे. क्वेश्चन भी अच्छा लिखा है आप लोगों ने, जो पूछ रहे हैं ना, अच्छा है, इट्स गुड. So many questions I got today. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. I'll take all those things, whatever you have given. Thank you very much. See you then at 2 p.m. sharp. Thank you.